Rolling.
Here we go.
Rolling.
And action.
Hi.
Hey.
She got anything good?
Oh yeah. Steph's way into Pinot and Shiraz. Hey Steph, you sure we can open anything we want? Anything at all?
Sure. Anything but the Riechborg.
She has a Richebourg? My goodness. I've seriously underestimated Stephanie.
Who do you think you're dealing with here?
Didn't know.
How about this one? No, I don't think we know each other well enough. I'd say this guy's more our speed.
That'll work. Yeah, I like that one.
So, what gems do you have in your collection?
I don't really have a collection. I haven't had the wallet for it. I do have a few things I'm saving. Particularly, the star would be a 61 Cheval Blanc.
You have a 61 Cheval Blanc that's just sitting there?
Yeah.
Go get it right now.
I know.
No, seriously, the 61s are peaking. At least that's what I read.
That's true. That's what I've read too.
What are you saving it for?
Special occasion, special person. It was for my 10th wedding anniversary.
The day you open a 61 Cheval Blanc, that is a special occasion.
Yeah. How long have you been into wine?
I started getting serious about 7 years ago.
What was the bottle that did it for you?
An 88 Sassicaia.
Congratulations. You know, we've got to give it a minute, but this is pretty good. What do you think?
I think they overdid it a bit. Too much alcohol. It overwhelms the fruit.
Yeah, I'd say you're right on the money. Very good. Now, what's this? Is this Stephanie's kid? She's a cutie.
Yeah, that's Sienna. She's
What, is she sleeping?
No, she's at her grandma's house. She's with Steph's mom.
Oh.
She spends a lot of time there. Steph's, well, she's Stephanie. You got kids?
No. I'd just fuck them up. That was the only unpolluted part of my divorce. No kids.
Yeah, same here. Go in there.
Okay.
Looks as if our friends are hitting it off.
Yeah.
It's weird sitting here with you in Stephanie's house. All those times you came into the restaurant, it's as if you're a real person, almost.
Yeah. It is weird. It's out of context.
It's weird, but great.
Definitely.
So, what's your novel about?
Oh boy. It's a bit difficult to summarize, but it's basically a first-person account about a guy taking care of his father after he's had a stroke. It's based on personal experience, but just very loosely.
What's the title?
The Day After Yesterday.
So you mean today?
Yeah, but there's more to it than that.
It's about death or mortality or...
No, not really. It shifts around a lot. After a while, it becomes from the point of view of the father, and then some other stuff starts happening, and there's a parallel narrative, and then it evolves or devolves into like a Rob Grier mystery, with no real resolution.
Well, anyway, I think it's great that you're getting it published. It's amazing. Really, I know how difficult it is.
Yeah.
Just to write it even.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm working on this paper that I have due on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And as usual, I'm all freaked out about it. It's just like in high school, it never changes.
A paper.
Yeah, I'm doing a master's in horticulture. I'm chipping away at it.
Wow, really? Horticulture? I didn't know there were schools here.
I commute to San Luis Obispo twice a week.
Oh, but horticulture, huh? So, will you work in a winery someday?
I don't know.
Hey, I have my manuscript in the car. I have a copy of it. It's not proofed yet or anything, but if you're okay with a bunch of typos.
Sure, great. That's fine. I'm the queen of typos.
Okay.
Wow. I think this is starting to open a bit. What do you think?
My palate's kind of shot, but from what I can tell, I'd dub this pretty damn good.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Okay, sure.
Why are you so into Pinots? It's like this thing with you.
I don't know. It's a hard grape to grow. As you know, it's thin-skinned, temperamental, ripens early. It's not a survivor like Cabernet that can grow anywhere and thrive, even when neglected. Pinot takes careful and constant attention, and in fact, can only grow in specific tucked away corners of the world. And it's only those growers that are the most dedicated in nurturing that can do it, really. That can tap into Pinot's fragile and delicate qualities. Only someone that's taken the time to truly understand Pinot can coax it to its fullest expression. And when that happens, its flavors are the most haunting and brilliant and subtle and thrilling and ancient on the planet. I mean, Cabernets can be powerful and exalting, but to me, prosaic by comparison. What about you?
What about me?
I don't know. What got you into wine?
I guess it started with my ex-husband. He had this big kind of show-off cellar, but I discovered that I have a really sharp palate. And the more I drank, the more I liked what wine made me think about.
Yeah? Like what?
Like what a fraud he was. No.
You're fine.
I like to think about the life of wine. I like to think about what was going on the year the grapes were growing. I think about how the sun was shining that summer, or if it rained, what the weather was like. And I think about all of those people who tended and picked the grapes. And if it's a really old bottle, how many of them must be dead by now? I love how wine continues to evolve. Every time I open a bottle, it's going to taste different than if I'd opened it on any other day. Because a bottle of wine is actually alive. It's constantly evolving and gaining complexity. That is until it peaks, like you're 61. And then it begins its steady, inevitable decline. And because it tastes so